Welcome everybody to Real Wreckers,
where we are all things movie,
all things TV,
all things nerd.
Last time on Real Wreckers, Dalton and I went over what we consider to be the ideal Jedi, and we decided to rank our top 10 favorite Jedi.
And we stepped into a little bit of philosophy in that episode.
Absolutely.
Like the philosophy and history of the Jedi, including some very niche spots. But we mostly went down the iconics.
And as it turns out, our number 6 choices, we decided were... Each of our number 6 choices, we decided would be our perfect Jedi Master.
Mm-hmm.
You chose Mace Windu, and I chose Shaak Ti.
Yep, because we pretty much went and delved into how it represents the opposite thing that we would want to work on for ourselves if we found out we were Force sensitive.
Absolutely. And as I'm pretty sure every person who has ever seen Star Wars has tried to do, you know it because you've done it. You've always tried to force push or force pull something to your hand because you know maybe you got it.
You're thinking like, man, if I focus in, if I stretch my arm hard enough, I'm going to make some move, something's going to wiggle, or something's going to fly into my hand.
Exactly. Or something's going to explode, in which case I'm okay with it.
That's why you never tested on a car or something.
Exactly. And whenever someone walks away, whenever I was younger and I hated them, I always pinched my fingers together a little bit.
Or you're doing like the pixie fingers, trying power. Yeah, you're trying to zap them.
Yeah, but that was last episode. This episode, since we got Valentine's Day on Monday, we are going to make this our Valentine's Day episode.
A love episode. So we went ahead and based on our polls.
So yeah, before we get into the polls, let's just sum up our thoughts about Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day is sort of all over the place for some people.
I think it's stupid.
You think it's stupid?
I used to think it was very stupid.
You used to think it was very stupid, and then...
Besides candy.
Yeah. And then what changed? Because you said you used to think it was very stupid.
I still got candy. I got candy.
Really? Because if anyone's been to your house before, they see, like, nowadays around this season, your house is full of Valentine's Day decorations.
Oh yeah, my mom loves she loves decorating for like that St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day era stuff. Yeah. Because there's just so much you can decorate with it. She got hearts all over the windows and such. It's actually really nice.
We only decorate for Christmas and Hanukkah, but that's only because it's the end of the year, so why not?
I was gonna say, you keep your, what is the candle thing called?
A menorah.
Your menorah, you keep it out of the fine china.
Exactly.
Your menorah is your fine china.
Yeah. And even then, we don't even use that menorah. We use an electric menorah.
Is it like on a timer?
No, it's just bulbs. It's just bulbs.
I mean, that probably might be a little safer because I think wax for
We're bad Jews. But for me, my relationship with Valentine's Day has always been go to hell. I was raised on the philosophy by my mom and dad, never like Valentine's Day. That is the one rule. We hate Valentine's Day. I grew up thinking that it was a Hallmark holiday, and the only reason that you will ever see Valentine's Day decorations or candies at my house is because my dad makes sure that the day after Valentine's Day is when all of the discounts happen.
For all the candy?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying, is that's where the hype for me came from, was like all of the discount candy the day after. Even Christmas, like Christmas themed candy it stays around up until mid-January.
Exactly.
But for Valentine's Day, it's like everything at once, and a whole lot of flower returns. That's really sad to think about. Like, think about how many flower shops get heavy buyouts, and how many of them probably set up a no return policy for flowers.
Yeah, but when I grew up on the philosophy, hate Valentine's Day for one simple reason. Why not just tell someone you love every day that you love them instead of choosing one holiday?
It's a little harder to make make money around.
Exactly. It's not like we have multiple other holidays where you do this exact same thing.
No, sorry. You can't really send a love letter to someone on St. Patrick's Day. just doesn't have the same ring. Oh yeah,
You can. You'll just be drunk the whole time. It's called a drunk dial.
like a midnight. I love you know I love
I
you,
love
buddy.
you, man.
You know, I miss you.
12
man.
messages later. Have I told you I love you?
Yeah, I mentioned earlier. Yeah, for that though, I forgot what I was gonna say. For holidays, I forgot. I'm a bad Catholic. I forgot that it is technically a religious holiday.
It is a religious holiday, but no one cares about the
is-
religion part of it.
All right. Quiz. Who is the saint of Valentine's Day? What is their name?
St. Peter?
No, Cupid.
What?
Cupid, obviously.
I just face palmed.
Nobody knows that. Valentine's Day, the saint for Valentine's Day is Cupid. You literally see him everywhere. I don't know who this Saint Valentine is. Like, Cupid's last name is Valentine, obviously. That's where it comes from.
Yeah, the only fond memory that I have of Valentine's Day is watching the Supernatural Valentine's Day episode in season 5, because that episode was hilarious and we got to see Cupid in that episode and he was hilarious.
Was he like a cryptid or a
He was
supernatural creature?
He was a class of angel cherubs, which is actually a thing. Cupids are the class of angels cherubs.
Are they like the cute little baby ones?
Yep.
The naked.
Yep. And this was a grown man. And
did he still have like curly blonde hair and a bow and wings?
Nope. He was chubby and loved hugs and very naked.
Kind of. I want to see something like that in like Lucifer. Like we just get like a accurate to that real life Cupid.
I'm not gonna lie. In Crisis on Infinite Earths, when they crossed over with Lucifer, and it was Earth 666. Of course it was.
Of course it was.
But when I saw that, I was honestly hoping at first, okay, Supernatural? Come on. Oh, it's Lucifer. Yeah. I don't really care about Lucifer.
Lucifer is not a CW, is it?
Lucifer was a CW,
And
then it got canceled, and now it's on Netflix. I'm pretty sure it had its final season on Netflix.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which is a running theme with Netflix. Have you noticed?
And Nickelodeon. Netflix does that for... Netflix is like the last send-off. I
Exactly.
feel like Samurai Jack would have gotten that treatment if Cartoon Network was still working with them.
The last season of Clone Wars was originally supposed to be season 6, and you know where it aired? Netflix.
On Netflix?
Yeah.
That's so... Yeah, because now I'm thinking, like, if it didn't get a finale season, it got a finale movie. Like, Invader Zim got that, too.
Yeah, I would have liked the last arc of Clone Wars to be a movie. I'm not gonna lie, but 2020 happened, so it was probably better off left as a TV as 4 episodes.
Korra is over, right?
Korra's over, yeah.
You think they would ever?
Korra's been over for a while.
I was saying, do you think that they would ever try to do a finale movie for it?
No,
No.
they didn't with Avatar. They wouldn't with Korra.
Gotcha.
They tried to do that with Avatar, but it just ended up ruining things.
Gotcha. But yeah, before we get too off track, for today, we basically have assorted our list of ships,
Our ships,
or
our
just like
official ships, our
fan ships,
fan ships, and our crossover ships.
and maybe like the writer confirmed it ships. A lot of mine are pretty like solid and ingrained. Like, yeah, these two are together. We see them.
Mine
together.
are pretty much going to be off the top of my head, and most of them I put in the wallpapers for the polls.
Some of these were told to me by word of mouth from others because I was asking. I was like, hey, what couple do you really like in a movie or a TV show or a series that isn't toxic? You know what I mean? Like, not an evil one, like not an Anakin Padme thing.
I tried to ask my dad about what he thought of the best ships, the best couples, all that stuff. But I'm really hoping that he thought that I meant like dynamic duos, because the first one he said was Kenai and Coda from Brother Bear. I'm like, no, not that one. That's not the type of couple I'm talking about.
Oh, it's like when you say relationships, but there's like 15 different things for it. It could be like relationship between friends, relationship between siblings, relationship between two people.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was like, oh, bond. He probably thought you meant like, oh, who has the best bond? And it's like
who's the best duo? I'm pretty sure that's what he thought I meant.
If I asked my parents who's the best Bond, they'd probably say not Daniel Craig, but he's a close third.
What?
Favorite Bond, you get it?
Yeah, I know, but close third, really?
No, I'm saying Daniel Craig wouldn't be their number one.
I know, but close third?
Yeah,
Low?
why?
That low?
Well, think about it. There's like two big classics that they would love. I'd have to go back and
Sean Connery and Pierce Brosnan.
yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, Daniel Craig would be the third. I think.
And Roger Moore, he's not in the conversation. He's last.
He's on the
He's
bass. He's the bass player.
He's an honorable mention when there are like 5.
In a top 5, not in a top 3. But
Exactly.
I'm saying he's the bass player, as in nobody notices him, but we can't get rid of him. We can't.
Exactly. There's a running joke with bass players. If they stopped playing, would anyone notice?
But the best bass players are the leaders of the band. That is why they hold the band together for that reason. Besides the triangle player,
Exactly. Or the cowbell player.
you see, this is a best bond. We want to go into best official relationships.
Official relationships. Best.
Oshi Goshi Mushi
Best
Mushi
fan
Smoochy.
relationships. Best crossover relationships. Best. We're doing all the best fictional characters. But
I got a couple of classics too.
But we have to make one thing clear, because you asked about this and a whole bunch of other people asked about this. We're not doing celebrities.
Like not the actual celebrities themselves, characters.
Yeah, because
written characters.
Because shipping celebrities would just be weird. We're shipping fictional people, so that's totally okay.
I only had one of them, but
Morally,
it wasn't a
we're
ship.
covered.
It wasn't a ship. I'm just gonna bring it up now. It is just, oh, what's a really nice celebrity couple that you think is just adorable? The only one that I said was Elton John and David Furnish, because they are so sweet to each other.
Oh.
Which I say, technically that's a character relationship because of Rocket Man.
True. Yeah.
By technicality, we saw Elton John and his husband. Okay, so it is a good relationship.
Well, actually, we didn't see that happen in Rocket Man.
We didn't see it with the character. We actually saw it with Elton John himself.
True.
But pretty much, though, that was the only one. So I'm just going to wipe that now. I'm just getting it off the sheet now because I'm like, I want to bring up a really good relationship that isn't characters, because I made that one mistake before you already called it. So yeah, Elton John and his husband. It's sweet,
So I think it's time for us to get into the polls while also inserting our own thoughts.
Let's get into
our
it.
own thoughts on both the ships themselves and our own ships. For example, our first poll for the week was, what's your favorite official fictional couple? Like they are confirmed either on screen, in writing, or by the creators. They are a couple.
For me?
So we're going to get into the poll answers first.
Answers first? Okay.
Answers first.
Let's hear it.
Because first up we have Audrey Charlotte saying 2 characters who I have no idea and I can't pronounce the name of. Ymir and Historia?
Ymir and Historia from Attack on Titan.
Oh, that's why I don't know.
Notorious, wonderful, royal, lesbian couple.
I have no idea who they are. I have no idea.
Is it YMIR?
YMIR.
It's Ymir and Historia.
Yeah, I have no idea. I've never seen Attack on Titan.
You would love it. It is grotesque. It is deep, and the writing is very detailed. It is, and like timeline wise, it is very
I know
nice to
there's a
analyze.
running joke with it that seasons take forever.
Not really. Going back and actually watching is because of releases. People hate how long the releases are. Like we're in the second half of the final season, and with the release, it's like every other Sunday, every other Sunday, every third Sunday. Actually, well, look, we're trying to make sure this is nice. So third Sunday, if that's all right. It's like yeah, just release one episode a month. It's fine. It's fine. I'm totally not emotionally ready anyway for this to end.
And then from Littlefoot 1. My cousin Lexi, who you all know if you've listened to our Avatar show, she gave me an entire list of her officials.
Let's just go down her list.
Aang and Katara,
Obviously, I'm just gonna have that in my list. Actually,
Sokka and Suki,
beautiful.
Korra and Asami. You know who these characters are, right?
Asami.
Asami from Legend of Korra.
Is that Bolin's brother?
What? No.
Was he a firebender?
Makari's ex. Not Makari. What's his name? The Firebender's ex.
Korra and what was her name?
Asami. They ended up together at the end.
Yeah. She reminded me of what's his name for Victorious, the goth girl.
Oh yeah, because
not Beck's girlfriend.
Yeah, I know. What you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking? Yeah, I was
Yeah,
just
I
like,
know.
the goth girl, right? Yeah, sorry. I was gonna say
Jade.
Jade. I was gonna say Jade. I'm just like, oh yeah, Korra and Jade, right?
Yeah, Korra and Asami is her third. We also got Beast Boy and Raven.
Oh damn it, or dang it, she really. Man, my list is gonna get wiped from hers. Like,
Beast Boy and Raven. I'm not gonna lie. I think maybe it's because I like the new 52 movies, the new 52 animated movies. But nowadays I've always envisioned Raven with Damian Wayne, Damian Wayne's Robin.
which Robin is?
Damian Wayne.
I'm saying Green and Red Robin is Damian Wayne,
Green and Red Robin is every Robin.
but the one we see in like Teen Titans.
No, that's not in Titans, the live action show, that is Dick Grayson.
Okay, but for our, the one we grew up with in the early 2000s.
I'm pretty sure that's not Damian Wayne. I'm pretty sure that's Tim Drake.
You think that's Tim Drake?
I think it's.
Are you sure it's not Damien?
It's definitely not Damien.
Young Justice and Damien.
It's not Damien.
Young Justice is Damien?
Young Justice is not Damien.
Is it Dick Grayson?
Yes.
Okay.
And then it turns into Tim Drake.
Okay. Sorry. There's a
Damian
lot of
Wayne
Robins.
doesn't become a major Robin until the animated movies happen.
I'm sorry. The lack of like staunch differences between Robins at their start in the green and red messes with me.
If I'm being honest, Damian Wayne's probably my favorite Robin. He has a character arc. But on the other subject, we also have Cosmo and Wanda.
Okay, I'm going to talk about a trope when it comes to that, and I'm going to include them in that.
I don't know why, but my favorite scene from Cosmo has always been when I don't know what the situation is, but he's constantly getting more and more ugly, and Wanda puts a bag over his head and says, "No, you look great." And then as Timmy's freaking out and panicking in the middle of it all, Cosmo just flies by the screen singing, "Here I come, Mr. Fairy Universe," with the bag over his head. And I'm like, that's the most random thing I've ever seen in my life, and I love it.
I think the best ship from Fairly Odd Parents that was confirmed by the writer was Chip Skylark and his teeth. They had a strong bond. My shiny teeth and me.
Just like the stars in space.
Wait, what if we made the topic for the episode favorite rejections for our Valentine? So Chip Skylark rejecting Vicky. That would have been funny.
I just realized I know every word to that song. Why? Why do I know every word to that song?
I'm just like, wow, you really, oh my god, you know the, you do know the entire song.
Why?
My shiny teeth and me.
Long division, not a single bit. Shiny teeth and me, I know every word to.
Chip Skylark.
Yes. That is what you call cultured, ladies and gentlemen.
Think about it. The teacher lied when they said you're never going to use this skill in the future. Dude, I have a calculator in my pocket. Nobody does long division in the adult world, but if you can bring up Chip Skylark's My Shiny Teeth and Me in a conversation professionally.
Exactly.
Look, you win. You win.
Her last pick for the official couples was Adora and Katra from Shura Pop.
Can you show your phone to me? I want to see if that.
Yeah, is this an anime?
Bump my head on my mic. Adora and Katra, Sherapa. I don't know that one. Let me look it up.
Yeah.
Cause it might. Is it the pink and blue haired people?
Is it? Did you just ask? Is that the pink and blue haired people? While I asked, is that an anime?
Yeah, there's a.
That doesn't narrow it down.
Can you spell the first one's name?
Adora.
Adora, not Adara. My bad.
Yeah. Adora and.
Because it might be. Oh wait, is this from? This looks like that one Netflix anime of Voltron. Looks like the same art style.
Oh, is it Voltron?
No, it's from.
Oh, it's She-Ra.
She-Ra and Princess of Power. Yeah, I've not seen this.
Oh, I've never seen it either. I've heard great things about it.
It looks good. I kind of want to watch it now. It reminds me of Netflix's Voltron. Same, like really close in art style. It might be some of the same studio work. Yeah. This looks pretty. We need to watch this.
Oh my god, this actually looks awesome.
Oh my god, wait. She has a Wanda's headpiece. She has Wanda's crown.
Scarlet Witches. Because we have
Wrong
multiple
Wanda.
Wandas.
Wrong Wanda.
We have multiple Wandas to talk about. But yeah, that's her. That's her list. That's a third. That's a third of all of the lists that she sent me, and we're gonna get to all of them.
This is good though.
Exactly.
That's a good list.
Exactly. So, what is your Dalton? What is your favorite fictional official couple?
I want to say Howl and Sophie from Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, the movie that I've never seen. I've never seen, and that you want me to see.
Yes. Next up on Billy's Ghibli run is Howl's Moving Castle.
Because I've already seen Spirited Away and Princess Mononoke, and hot take, Princess Mononoke is better.
You'll either get disowned or ripped apart or absolutely crowned.
Exactly.
So,
But Princess Mononoke is better. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm thinking Howl's Moving Castle might be your new favorite to date. But basically, Howl and Sophie's relationship slowly builds from a bystander who protects someone who reveals that he actually has a much more influential role, and eventually, despite pretty much a lot of the stories, especially when you saw Spirited Away, it explores the "you're not ugly." The standard of a society might view you as ugly. You might see yourself as ugly, but all the beauty is actually from the inside. Even if you don't respect yourself, I will be here to uplift you. And of course, there's a giant movie attached to it, but viewing it in the scope of relationship, basically we see each of them have high insecurity. They don't respect themselves. They kind of Howl outputs himself as cocky and flamboyant and not afraid to stand up to bullies. Mm-hmm. And Sophie is shy. She gets a high compliments from all the girls at the shop she works at. She doesn't respect it. She doesn't think she's that pretty. And once they meet each other, she's getting harassed by some royal guards. This is old England looking. And Howl steps in at some point, with his flamboyant bravado, helps her out and takes her back to her helps get her back to her shop in her house. And later on, something happens where Sophie is unrecognizable. Something happens to her, and basically, her and Howl are both extremely insecure because she ends up helping out Howl, and Howl doesn't realize it's her at first. And basically, we see Howl's insecure side and Sophie's lack of insecurity, even though she becomes more, quote unquote, uglier or just less traditionally attractive. No weird transition or anything, literally just in the story for that. And seeing the relationship unfold like that, I think you'll really appreciate after this.
I'm going to be honest, and I want this on record. Mm-hmm. Mentally, I was blocking out every single thing you just said because I want no spoilers.
Everything I said, you will never be able to deduct as important plot points.
Exactly, but at the same time,
for your safety, you have the magical ability to turn your ears off. I know you can't.
Yes,
you definitely ignore me sometimes.
Because we all know, we both remember what happened with you spoiling Book of Boba Fett last week. So just
I don't know what you're talking about.
So just in case you did it again, I just blocked out everything you just said about Howl's Moving Castle.
Okay, you didn't mute me, did you?
I didn't mute you.
Okay, I was I can hear myself in my head.
I mentally muted you.
Okay. Some people actually have the physical ability to mute. They can, when you hear a rumbling in your ears. You never had that?
I've been punched before, yes.
No, a rumbling, your hearing never resets before. It's
no.
Just a really? Not even when you yawn, you can't hear for a second.
I don't think so.
Have you ever cleaned?
I've never paid attention to that.
Really? Have you ever yawned or had hiccups and you hear a rumble for a second and everything goes quiet? Because your eardrum.
A little bit. Yeah, I just did that.
Oftentimes your eardrums, if you swallow right now, you can hear a slight rumble and your hearing will cut out for a minute or half a second. But pretty much for that, some people can control that where they can actually mute everything around them. It actually helps for noise prevention because they can stop their eardrum from taking in loud noises. So yeah, if you work hard enough, you will be able to ignore me professionally.
Exactly. That's what I just did.
You're already there, man. I told you. Ahead of the game.
So,
Howl and Sophie, my number one.
Howl and Sophie, your number one. For me, it's a tough one because I was really looking for couples that I think are adorable, but every fictional couple that I would describe as adorable are unofficial ones. So we're gonna save those for later on. So I was struggling to figure out which ones because I need to give an honorable mention to Barry and Iris from CW's The Flash for one simple reason. He sang to her as a proposal.
In the Flash?
In The Flash, he sang to her as a proposal.
That sounds like something they would do in the comics before they run out of ideas and reboot him.
I teared up. That was the most adorable thing I've ever seen in my life. I loved that moment. It was a musical episode.
Oh, wait, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the entire scenario was a musical.
Oh, wait, it's Grant Gustin. He can sing.
Yes.
What was he in Glee or High School Musical?
What?
Was he in Glee or
He was in Glee.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
He played the gay guy in Glee, right?
I don't know.
Grant Gustin.
I don't know.
the
I've
gay-
never seen Glee.
Grant Gustin, the gay guy in Glee. Say that 5 times as fast.
But he sang to Iris as a proposal, and I will never get out of my head any of those moments from that musical episode, because in my opinion, that is one of the best Flash episodes ever, and that's by far the crowning jewel of it all.
Yeah.
But
I miss when I was like hardcore watching Flash season 1 through 3.
I was hardcore watching Flash until very recently when I realized, oh, this is never picking back up.
I don't know why. I feel like
I got through all of the latest season, and then this newest season, I'm like, no, I don't want to watch it anymore.
Isn't it weird how their budget got cut as soon as Kid Flash had a prominent and fleshed out character?
Oh my god.
Right? Like the budget just kind of dropped right there. It's like, oh, I guess we're not getting a proper continuation or anything, even though we literally have the continuation right there. Sorry, I'm a little butthurt about that.
So official couples. That's a tough one for me.
I got another.
Official couples. You go on,
For me,
and then I'll cut you off when I figure out something out.
I know you haven't seen anything of Samurai Jack.
Nope.
Later on in the revival season, he actually forms more bonds, not just acquaintances. Him, Samurai Jack, and Ashi. I'm not going to say anything more because I don't want anything to be like spoiled or revealed. But
Oh
that's
man,
it.
what?
What?
As I was talking about the musical episode, Audrey was texting me, telling me that gives me the ick as a woman. Like, what? Really? Like, it's adorable. Don't knock it till you try it. Watch the episode. You'll love it. That is my homework for the rest of you for the rest of the week. Just watch that 43-minute episode.
Unofficial Terahashi and Saki K. What is that from? Is that from? I'm not sure. Sorry, Odd just messaged me that. What gives you the ick?
The Flash musical episode.
Oh,
It's a crossover between Flash and Supergirl.
yeah. What's wrong?
Because it makes sense because every single actor in Flash and Supergirl can sing.
Yeah.
They are professional singers. So it makes sense for them to have a musical episode, like, practically.
I feel like there's nothing. Well, Superman himself in a comic was able to tune his voice to crack a seal in the universe. So I don't think it's unrealistic for a man who can eat like 15,000 calories of food and like bolt around the planet in a couple of minutes. It's probably not that unrealistic that he could like sing at some point. The Adventurous Life of Saki K. I just started watching it. I didn't know what the title was, but an unofficial ship between Teruhashi and Saki K. The main character is Saki K. He's a like a psychic and a telekinetic main character. He's pretty much overpowered in every form except physical. He is physically strong, but like it's not his main thing. He pretty much just has like supreme influence over a lot of like people around him. And you might have seen he has like pink hair and he has like 2 antennas that he wears to limit his like Professor X style. He literally like wears stuff to augment himself so he doesn't hear every single voice because he's telepathic. But that was the one that she just sent me was the unofficial ship.
I think I have.
Oh, Disastrous Life. Sorry.
I think I have one.
Let's hear it.
Pam and Jim from The Office.
Pam
and Jim from The Office. I think that I'm not gonna lie. Before Michael left, Pam and Jim's wedding, I actually cried. I actually cried when Pam and Jim got married because it was. I love that episode. I love The Office too.
I'm
Oh,
trying.
it's so good.
Parks and Rec. Chris Pratt and what's his name's characters.
I'm trying to think of some Doctor Who ones because I know there has to be an adorable Doctor Who couple.
Couples. What's his name? Who was the impossible astronaut? Her and her love.
Riversong and 11.
Yeah, weren't they like?
Riversong is well. Who do you ship more, Riversong and 11 or Riversong and 12, or Riversong and 10, because they've all interacted.
Riversong. Matt Smith is 12.
11,
11. Sorry, 10 is 10.
and then
but yeah,
Capaldi is 12.
Matt Smith and Riversong.
I do.
I don't know. I kind of cried when
It's weird because whenever I think of an adorable Doctor Who couple,
it's usually tragic.
No, it's Tennant and Catherine Tate as the 10th Doctor and Don Noble, but they're best friends, and they have specifically stated that they're best friends.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're adorable as best friends.
Like they're cute platonically.
Oh, like Lexi just texted Amy and Rory, which no. I mean, I like them, but no, they're not the most.
Yeah.
The Doctor and Rose, that just hurt. Why do you hurt me? Lexi just texted me the Doctor and Rose.
Ow. You know
That hurt me, but I don't. But honestly, I don't consider them a great couple because the Doctor is amazing, and Rose, I hate Rose. I think she is the worst companion ever. I hate her guts.
You know who's great? Amy Pond.
Yeah.
You know who's like lacking in flaws? Amy Pond. April and Andy from Parks and Rec. Once again, they kind of jump on that Cosmo and Wanda, idiot, big guy and strong woman trope that I might want to delve into a little bit again. It's a strong trope, dude. Like the best relationships have that, and I feel like that's influencing our culture.
I'm trying to think of some supernatural ones too. There's got to be supernatural ones. But every single one has, but every single relationship that Sam and Dean have had has died.
Because they are constantly moving.
No, because they are constantly fighting celestial beings that want to hurt them.
You can maintain a relationship while in a fight, but they are going cross country. Like it's hard to be long distance with all these people because they know they're gonna like leave after that episode. Every episode they've like crossed state lines multiple times.
I just remembered Dean and Joe from Supernatural, and I just hurt myself. I just hurt myself emotionally.
Man, I feel like I have managed to prep myself when it comes to thinking about, wow, this is a really good relationship. Why didn't I? Oh, yeah, something really horrible and tragic.
Exactly.
Something horrible and tragic made the relationship so valuable, or the relationship itself could not stand, and that's what made it so amazing when it lasted.
I do love, as cliched as it is for a Star Wars fan, I do love Obi-Wan and Sabine. Not Sabine, Satine.
Yeah.
Two different people.
Sabine Wren, right?
Yeah, two different people. Satine and Obi-Wan.
Sabine's a Mandalorian, isn't she?
Yes.
Right.
They're both Mandalorians.
Well, one's a real Mandalorian. One's a bureaucratalorian.
Yeah, but Satine and Obi-Wan I absolutely love.
Yeah, why do you keep hurting me like this, man? Why do you keep pulling up the sads? Why are you making me cry? Man, I was joking about top 10 rejection. You're talking about tragedy love stories. Love that should have been but couldn't have been because it was just cut too short. You're hurting me, man.
And then I'm
pulling up wholesome stuff.
And then anti best official couples, Anakin and Padme. That's even in Clone Wars, that's a toxic relationship.
Pre-Clone Wars, he was a child. Yeah. She was like 20.
Nope. He was 20.
In episode 1.
Episode 2.
In episode 1, Billy.
Episode 1, yeah, he was 9.
She was an adult.
Nope.
She was 17. 17?
Nope.
How old?
Like around preteenish.
14?
A little over preteen.
14?
Yeah, around 14.
No way.
14, 13.
No,
yeah, 14.
No way.
Because it's a 5-year age gap.
13, 12, 11, 10. 9. He was 9. She was 14.
Exactly. Yeah.
A middle schooler right before high school going with like a...
Okay, Audrey just texted me one thing, and I'm going to get to it when we get to unofficial couples, because she just made me mad. But going on to official, let's wrap up the official ones. Who do you think is the best?
The best?
The best official couple.
Besides Hal and Sophie, I would like to say in TV or movie, because I want
anything.
Man, I got a bunch of options.
So do I. I have a whole bunch of ones that I'm like
Han and Leia.
Han and Leia.
Yeah. I mean, man, like, they never backstabbed each other. They never really left each other except professionally. They always balanced their professional and, like, personal life for the most part, except when they intersected by force. And even then, they maintained their composure and only, like, went off to the side in, like a short hallway to,
I mean,
smooch
I'm not
it.
going to lie. In terms of BA characters, I was about to say something. BA characters, BA female characters, Padme over Leia.
Absolutely not. You are getting disowned, and I am approving of
Absolutely.
it. You are
Absolutely.
getting my stamp of approval for that.
But I think it's because I grew up with the prequels, and in the prequels, she took on an entire droid army with the Jedi and stood her ground.
He was a child. Their age gap was grooming.
What? I'm just talking about Padme being better than Leia.
No, Padme let democracy die. Leia literally brought it back and revived it twice. Just saying.
Through violent means.
Yeah. You can't have revolutionary change without the violence of a revolution because she was destroying a
Okay, Saw
dictatorship
Gerrera.
under two.
Okay, Saw Gerrera.
Was she the one with the dotted face and the black hooded, like the
Saw
black?
Gerrera?
Yeah, Saw Gerrera.
No!
Who was the green?
Saw Gerrera is a dude!
Who am I thinking of that betrayed them in Clone Wars?
Barriss?
Am I thinking of Barriss?
Yeah, you're thinking of Barriss.
Then what? Who was her mentor? She had dots on her face and a black headpiece and a black,
Luminara?
that might be who I'm thinking of because what's Saw Gerrera? Oh, of course I got Luminara candles. Saw Gerrera.
Saw Gerrera was played by Forrest Whitaker in Rogue One.
I mean, no, he's great, but like, no. I mean,
Anyway.
he was correct. He was kind of correct, but he also messed up and waited too long and let
Lies!
the Empire grow.
Deception!
Lies. Deception. Can't. Breathing sounds, but not Vader. More like.
Okali!
But yeah, dude, no. Leia, absolute queen. Padme, groomer, lets democracy die, loves toxic men. Like, come on.
Yeah, but in many ways, she was the first. I can fix him.
Literally colonized the Naboo. Let's be honest.
Not her fault.
She let it pass. She had senatorial power. She let corruption grow. She was armed. She could kill people and get away with it as a politician. And she let the Sith riot at their front door. Like, come on.
Yeah, at the same time, she fought on the front lines at the first Battle of Geonosis.
And still let herself get, like, completely, like Anakin didn't even save her at that point. They both got, like, totally... They were gonna get murked if it wasn't for Mace Windu. Like, Mace Windu objectively did more to save democracy than a senator.
Exactly, by committing treason and nearly killing an elected official.
Who was corrupt
But would
by his own standards and by the elected
but at the
officials'
same
own
time
standards.
would be completely destroyed in a court of law and would have been executed.
They're peacekeepers, aren't they?
They're peacekeepers.
He was keeping the peace.
and the peace would have been kept by killing Mace Windu if he killed Palpatine.
Absolutely not. That is a state-mandated execution, and I do not support it. Padme, absolutely not above Leia. You cannot tell me that. Leia and Han's relationship, totally clean. Well, their age gap,
Leia and Han are.
how many years apart?
Are they?
Because-
No, are they the best couple? Are they the best Star? Well,
Objectively, because they never-
Obi-Wan and Satine, because Obi-Wan and Satine
They let
are,
their jobs
are
get
above
the
for
best.
me.
They let their jobs get the best of them, and everyone around them, like they didn't do enough forcefully. Obi-Wan just suffered. Let's be honest. Satine. It's
It's Satine.
With a
Yeah,
T.
I know. It's weird.
Satine.
I get it.
Was too pacifist to the point where she let her best defense force not defend her and her own sister not help her because her sister was trying to get the best means of change. Bo-Katan was working with the most corrupt possible force instead and committed multiple war crimes by burning down an innocent village. So still, once again, Leia didn't commit war crimes that weren't in the form of a revolution. She always punched up.
Oh, I just realized
What?
the best Star Wars couple:
Rey and
Rey and Ben
Kylo.
Solo. Exactly.
That gives me the ick, man. They were technically siblings at that point.
Awful. That was awful.
They were both Skywalkers
that
at
was
that
awful.
point. Like, yeah, Ben Solo, but wait, he's like half Skywalker. So like, no.
Finn and Poe had more chemistry than those
Finn
two.
and Poe would have been the best.
Exactly.
I think they would have
But
actually.
with that said, before we move on to our unofficial couples, I just want to make clear that I think in my opinion, the best fictional couple is Pam and Jim
From The Office?
from The Office. I love them.
I don't know.
If you told someone back in 2005 when The Office was being made that John Krasinski would nowadays be considered one of the best horror directors of our day
Or action actors?
or action actors,
Nobody would believe it.
no one would believe it.
Even Alec Baldwin, I feel like, also got that. Especially from like 30 Rock until now.
Well,
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
Well, Alec Baldwin nowadays. Ooh boy.
Man, I do kind of feel bad for that that whole situation is just nasty. But for my other stuff, Hal and Lois from Malcolm in the Middle follows that once again, dopey, easygoing man and strong, powerful woman who leads the charge. Once again, like the best couples, they have that. From Office to Parks and Rec to 30 Rock. Liz in 30 Rock, the best relationship is Liz Lemon and her inability to maintain a proper relationship. or Tracy Morgan and I think it's Tracy Morgan. Yeah, him and his fixations.
So
Have you ever seen 30 Rock?
No, I've never seen 30 Rock.
I mean, if you like The Office, you'll like 30 Rock more. That's my assumption.
So with that out of the way, let's get on to the unofficial couples.
Unofficial couple.
The unofficial couples or the ships, because you can ship official couples, but it's more prevalent to see unofficial ships.
My first off, we already said it, but Poe
wait,
and
we have poll results. Remember,
oops.
let the people first. People first, because not only did Lexi send an entire list, but so did Audrey.
Oh boy.
Audrey sent an entire list.
Let's hear it.
For Audrey, we got Annie and Armin, also from Attack on Titan.
That's a good one.
All right.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna trust.
Strong female character and highly not idiot, but wimpy.
I'm going to trust you on that.
It's pretty good. I promise. They're not toxic. One of them is kind of toxic.
And the second one is just a whole bunch of words that I can't pronounce. Haruhai and Mori from Oran Host Club.
Around here, let me see.
Is it?
That better not be the twins. Let me see it.
Is it?
Haruhi and Mori from Iran High School Host Club. It's a good one. It's if you really
Oh my God, no!
Take your phone.
I'm trying to, but you just dropped it.
If you like Iran High School Host Club, or if you're like me, where you were in a house where you didn't have a will to watch it, it's just I didn't have the remote. Two older sisters, I think one older sister. I don't think my oldest sister liked it. But yeah, that's a good one actually.
And we also got a third one from Audrey, but I'm not going to say it because it intersects with one of Lexi's picks.
Oh,
exactly. But we'll get into Lexi's and Audrey's intersecting pick later on. For now, let's get into Lexi's list.
Let's hear it.
Which is Keith and Lance from Voltron.
The Netflix Voltron?
I don't know. I've never seen Voltron.
I need to rewatch it. That and I don't know how to pronounce it anymore. I've gotten like 15 different responses on how to actually say it. The thing is called an Ava, so I think it's Evangelion. One of those.
I think, yeah.
Evangelion.
Evangelion.
I rewatched it like 3 times.
Evangeline Lilly.
And I couldn't get the plot into my head properly because I know like the bits and pieces, but if you try to go into detail about names, locations, or events, I get very confused.
So Lexi's second one is Supercorp, which is Supergirl and Lena Luthor from CW's Supergirl.
Supergirl and who?
Lena Luthor. Lex Luthor's adopted sister.
Oh.
Yeah. So
that's a setup for conflict.
I have opinions on that, and we'll get into those with one of my picks. I have opinions on Supercorp, and we'll get into that later, but not as strong of opinions as the intersecting ship that Audrey and Lexi share. Dean and Castiel from Supernatural, which I think is so wrong. No, they are not a couple. Stop shipping them. When Castiel says in the finale that he loves Dean, he means it as a friend, as a family. Dean and the Winchesters gave Castiel family a reason to fight. That's why he loves him. He's not telling Dean that he loves him in a romantic way. He's telling him that he loves him in a brotherly love way. Get over it.
Not in
Your ship isn't confirmed. Your ship makes no sense.
I think that's...
Get over it.
I don't know, man. Maybe we should call them and see what they have to say.
And I will hang up the phone as soon as they say Destiel. The moment they say Destiel, phone's off.
You're canceled. Oh, no, you're canceled.
I'm canceled, and I don't care.
You're
Destiel is wrong.
You're off, dude. You're gone. Out of here.
All right,
Sorry.
so
You're done. You're done.
So
your
with,
mic's off.
with my minor rant out of the way.
I'm speaking for the others. I'm not.
Yeah, I get it because you haven't seen Castiel to the point where you watch Supernatural.
I'm gonna assume your opinion's wrong though, just for safekeeping, you know.
Yeah, you have no opinion to judge. You have no basis to judge.
Exactly.
You're a third party.
My opinion came to me in a dream, and it said you're probably wrong, and it's gonna be really funny to argue with you.
So with that said, Dalton, who's your favorite unofficial couple?
I would say this is still technically unofficial because it was never really confirmed, or like acknowledged. Poe and Finn. I know we already went over that kind of, but their relationship is strong. Their bond is formed by the goodness of each of them and their ability to lend each other a helping hand because they know it's the best for both of them, and it should have been explored more. And then they were both kind of, you know, they were given a cop out production wise. Their relationship had so much potential, and I'm just utterly disappointed that we didn't get to see it bloom. You know,
Because there was no vision.
And then
There was probably a vision in the background of this happening, but everyone was like,
we're like the one writer who had like a really big good thing for them going, and then he was like he missed one meeting because of some out of control thing and probably never was able to get it fully across. And it's like, oh wait, you were supposed to, oh that's why sorry buddy, no we can't fix it. Oh, we did shoot the scene that you wrote, we got it because it's digital. No, we didn't put it in, it's fine. But yeah, I'm just disappointed because then they do a cop out with like some couple we've never seen in one for like 5 seconds, and wherever else that scene was released, they cut it out. It was only released in America. Yeah. I could go into a whole rant about that, but I don't want to.
So I have three choices. One is Captain America and Black Widow.
Oh.
I think Winter Soldier, especially, there was so much potential. They had actual chemistry. They knew each other a lot. They were getting to know each other a lot. They were open. And then suddenly, Age of Ultron happened.
And
like Joss Whedon does, he once again decided, no, I'm going to do my own thing, and decided to give Hulk and Black Widow a relationship, which...
Sun's getting real low.
Which still makes no sense to me. Where did this come from?
Well,
No,
I
don't know.
Well, sun's getting real low, buddy.
No, I don't know. Please explain to me why they would have a relationship when Captain America and Black Widow have such amazing chemistry together.
Sun's getting real low, buddy.
Even when, at the very beginning of Age of Ultron, when Black Widow and Hulk are flirting with each other, Cap is just in the background, silently giving his approval, like he and Black Widow are best friends, and he's missed his chance.
Yeah, because he still was in love with Peggy and never got over her.
Exactly, but Black Widow was the perfect chance to get over her.
No, he would rather go after Peggy's niece.
And then Peggy, which... bet that made things weird when eventually Sharon Carter was born.
Mm-hmm. It's just like, oh no, oh God, oh no, yeah.
Exactly.
Man, maybe Black Widow was the better choice. Maybe. Sun's getting real low. Oh God.
Exactly.
The moon's up now. Stucky.
My what?
Stucky. Steve and Bucky. What do you think? Who's best for Bucky? Who is best unofficially?
Who's best for Bucky?
Besides Ant-Man, obviously.
I don't know. Sharon Carter in Falcon Winter Soldier when she was talking to Bucky, she gave him a look. She gave him a look. I know people saw it, and I'm like, am I rooting for this? Yeah, I might be rooting.
Other universe Sharon Carter, right? In What If?
No, as Falcon Winter Soldier.
In Falcon Winter Sharon Carter, her niece?
Yes.
Yeah, I could see that.
She gave Bucky a look.
So that makes it close to. It makes it possibly official, not unofficial.
It makes it possible because she is coming back for what is it? Armor Wars or something or whatever it's called.
Armor Wars?
Yeah, it's going to be like a big thing with Rhodey and new Iron Man suits coming in and all that stuff.
You mean new War Machine suits? There's no more Iron Man suits because
No,
there's
it's
no
going
more
to
Iron
be.
Man.
It's supposed to be Iron Wars or something like that. It's not Secret Wars because that's an entirely different thing.
Iron Maiden.
No, not Iron Maiden. Oh. I hate what you just did. But
I snuck that in so well.
going to another one of my unofficial ships. One that I'm surprised never happened and seems natural for it to happen. Daryl and Carol from Walking Dead. Why is this never happening?
Because they can't make a ship name. Cadarrel? Cabadero?
Why does that make sense in this day and age?
We couldn't find a proper name for it, so
We couldn't find a hashtag for it that made sense.
Cabadero. Did you mistype that? No, Cadarrel.
No, it's either going to be Carol or Daryl. It's just going to be the spelling that's weird.
The C is silent or the D is silent.
Audrey just texted me they're besties, and yeah, they are. But at the same time,
You ship it.
I ship it. They've had so much shared trauma together. I mean, her dog. Should I say spoilers for Walking Dead season 2?
Yeah.
Season 2 of Walking Dead. Should I say spoilers?
Just in case. As
Okay,
insurance.
spoilers for season 2 Walking Dead.
5 seconds.
Her, yeah.
4,
5.
3, 2. Spoilers. 1. Done.
All right.
Spoilers.
Her daughter died in the middle of season 2, and as she was crying, who shows up with flowers but Daryl to make her feel better? Like, they were setting this up since season 2. How?
Now for stuff like
And
that.
Carol has progressively gotten more and more tough, while Daryl has become more and more sensitive.
Which usually builds up to the best trope for
Exactly.
couples.
Exactly, which eventually will meet in the middle and become...
To kind of soft, kind of tough.
Exactly. What?
Maybe it's the staunch differences that help more, though.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Daryl and Connie.
Donnie.
I love Carol and I love Daryl and Connie in the new seasons of Walking Dead. So far, I think they have amazing chemistry, and the actress who played Connie also played Makari in Eternals. I am now convinced I love this actress because everything she's in, I have always thought that she has amazing chemistry with everyone around her, and I absolutely love her. And she is by far the most fun parts of of both Walking Dead and Eternals. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I now officially love this actress. She's awesome.
In Eternals, should I say spoiler alert?
Yeah, go ahead. Say spoiler.
Spoiler
5,
for Eternals.
4,
4
3, 2,
spoilers.
1, go.
Pretty much. I guess this one being unofficial. The saddest thing in that between what's his name? Where is he? What is his name? The main dude who was like everyone called him
Icarus?
Superman. Icarus.
Icarus.
He could fly and shoot lasers.
Icarus.
Is
You know
that-
why he's called Icarus now, right? Because of the ending.
He didn't fly too close. He just went.
He
into
just
it.
went in there.
It's sad that Sprite could never age to be with him. I feel like it's sad. It sounds really creepy in hindsight, but they are the same age, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's just the fact that for some reason she was meant to never have an adult form because they're the same age. It's just really messed up that she was made to be stuck like that.
I'm convinced that the casting director for Eternals got drunk one day and decided, you know what? I'm going to call up the agents of Richard Madden and Kit Harington just so that we can have two actors who were in Game of Thrones constantly say, I love you, Cersei.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the only explanation for that coincidence. That because it's not a
Ooh.
coincidence.
Ooh, can I? Messing up your relationships really badly with casting because of who played Pietro in Avengers: Age of Ultron?
Oh, I know where you're going with this
Yep,
one.
Yep, him and
Aaron
Elizabeth
Taylor,
Olsen.
Aaron Taylor Paul,
Aaron Taylor Paul and
was it
Elizabeth
Aaron
Olsen.
Paul Taylor or something like that.
Yeah, one of those combos. Him and Elizabeth Olsen
In Godzilla 2014. They were a couple.
But in the most popular franchise, they were married.
Brother and sister.
Yeah, and in Godzilla they're married, which is just so.
It's weird, man.
It's
I pointed this
so-
out. I pointed this out a long time ago to my cousin, and
You ruined it.
Immediately, I ruined it.
You're ruining it.
Yeah,
Ruining
but
it.
I think my favorite unofficial fictional couple. Going off of Supercorp, I don't think Supercorp is the relationship. It is not the Arrowverse relationship that everyone wanted. In my opinion, the Arrowverse relationship that I always wanted was Supergirl and Kate Kane.
Supergirl and Kate Kane.
Yeah, they were tailor-made for each other. I mean, look at them in Elseworlds. They had the conversations they had, and then when they were in Crisis on Infinite Earth, they were so adorable together, and their conversations were so meaningful. And when Kate Kane has the kryptonite that she got from Bruce Wayne, and she's just looking at it like she has the power to betray just someone she loves, and then when every universe comes together to create Earth Prime, and everyone's trying to find each other. The happiness on Kara's face when she realizes that Kate's still alive. That's not best friends finding out that their best friend's alive. That is girlfriend finding out her girlfriend's alive. Why wasn't this a thing? Why?
Too good to be true, or just missed opportunity?
Missed opportunity. And then they recast, and then season 2 of Batwoman, they killed off Kate Kane just to recast her again later on in the season. So why not just recast her right away? It makes no sense because we could have had Supergirl and Batwoman more together. Like, why? I'm not against Supercorp, but I am for, what is it? Bat Super or Super Bat or Super Bad or something along. Or is it Superwoman? I'm for
Super
that
Batgirl?
ship. I am for that ship more than I am for Supercorp.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
I'm trying to think of more unofficials, like lines drawn. Yeah, no, I'm struggling. I'm also trying to think of more like stuff from series that was never really confirmed between characters, like especially in like animated stuff.
Yeah, because there's got to be stuff for like more mature stuff that they couldn't get away with exploring in animated kid shows.
Or they just let the fans like revel in the possibility of it,
Exactly.
like what we're doing right now.
Yeah, right there.
Like
We made an entire show. We're making an entire show off
rest-
of those.
The rest of mine are all like officials and like things from people. So I'm trying to think of another unofficial. Like, what's a series that had? I'm trying to think, especially between two characters, where like it was just a missed thing. In a game though, in Red Dead Redemption 2, everyone is saying that between the main character and one of his close friends, Arthur Morgan and Charles, because they were like helping each other out no matter what, and like to the point where they were always together.
Speaking of which, I think just for the lols, I think an honorable mention should be Frodo and Sam.
Frodo and Sam.
Yep, just for the lols, I think that's an honorable mention.
Not you.
You haven't seen Lord of the Rings, right?
Nope.
Yeah. So the subtext in that has gone overboard into no, this is just text.
What about Piccoloku?
Piccoloku. Huh.
Haters to lovers arc.
Now that's more like a father and a stepfather bonding.
More than yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Yeah.
More like, yeah. Because Piccolo's the overly supportive stepfather.
Exactly, and Goku is just the father who left because he just wants to have
Trunks
fun.
and Mai, because they never actually got together, did they?
Trunks and Mai from Super?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I don't know.
Well, no. What's his name? Young Trunks and Young Mai, because they're actually the same age at that point.
Yep. Which is weird because technically she is like 40.
Wasn't her? I feel like her brain was reset though, wasn't it?
Nope.
She's still stuck. I thought.
At least in Battle of Gods, that's what they made clear.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure because later on in Super she doesn't recollect anything besides.
Maybe that's a Super thing, but I remember in Battle of Gods, she knew that she was older than she looked.
Okay, maybe in the other universe, Wipe, I think that was changed because she aged normally by that point. Or the fact that Dragon Ball doesn't really, the events of it aren't as canon, some parts of it, except for like, Red Ribbon Army, Emperor Pilaf, all that. But yeah, Trunks and Mai, because they never really got together, but they were always like, I feel like they blushed at each other once maybe, or Trunks completely ignored her.
There's got to be one between Avatar, right? There's got to be unofficial couples in Avatar.
Ooh, actually, Cabbage Guy and Cabbages. That's a big one.
That's not unofficial. That's just
That is official. You're
that's
right.
official.
Unofficials.
Unofficials.
What's his name? Iroh and the Bounty Hunter. Iroh and the Bounty Hunter.
Uncle, you didn't get hit by the tongue.
Shh.
That joke did not age well.
No,
It really
it's
didn't
so
age well. I can't believe they got away with that in a kid show.
Yeah.
You would never be able to get away with that, even in a show for adults. That would never fly.
Maybe Young Boomy and Aang. No, they were just best friends. They were just best
They were
friends.
just buddies.
I'm trying to think between. I don't think in Avatar. I feel like all the ones in Avatar were kind of confirmed already. Toph and Zuko.
Toph and Zuko. Yeah.
Toph had a crush on Zuko, so it was never official.
Yeah.
Like, that was like, yeah.
I don't know why Toph has always struck me as lesbian.
She very butch bi, I think. Like butch bi. Just like a tougher end of.
Because I know she had a thing for Sokka at one point, and I know she had a thing for Zuko at one point, but she always struck me as like
she did not like Aang.
She did not like it.
That was violently platonic to the point where he was kind of her punching bag because she knew
Keep your knees high, twinkle toes.
He was more of her like project, like I'll make a man out of you.
Make a man out of you. So,
oh yeah, that was actually one of my other officials was Aladdin and
Jasmine.
Aladdin and Jasmine for the "Do You Trust Me?" That's like the most romantic thing.
Well, I would argue that "Can You Feel the Love Tonight" is a bit more romantic.
You sure? Because this one was like a bold
Elton John song.
Never mind.
There you go.
Sorry.
I win.
Wait.
Elton John.
In the quote unquote live action.
No.
That was an Elton John song in the animation too? Or in the 2D animated?
They're both
They're both Elton John?
They're both Elton John song.
Why did
Lion King remake changed nothing and somehow made it worse.
Because it had no substance or character.
Exactly.
Because it's like no, just 5 seconds. When you don't color something to have color grading to make it creative, when it's shot on quote unquote film or just like actually live action, how am I supposed to appreciate it? It's like the raw footage from my phone is already edited, but like that looks like it's literally from the camera, not edited. It doesn't look like a nature documentary. It just looks like a nature documentary with no substance.
With that said, I'm calling it now. Little Mermaid remake gonna suck.
Garbage in the making.
Yep. Lilo and Stitch remake. Interested to see just how bad it is.
Can it be cute? Can it be like can it have a Mandalorian level like cuteness in it? Like live action Stitch sounds amazing if they do it right.
True.
Oh, unofficial in Lilo and Stitch. What's her name?
What? No, don't do it. What?
Her oldest sister and
Okay, thank God.
What did you think I was gonna say?
Oh
What did you think I was gonna say? What did you? Whoa! Wait! What did you think I was gonna say? I was gonna.
We're gonna skip over that.
I was gonna say Lilo's older sister. And
Okay.
and the fire dancer.
Okay.
What was his name? It feels rude not to know. 'Cause he's a stud. The fire.
Damien? Is it Damien? Is it?
I don't know, but yeah, I don't know what you thought I was gonna say. After. Wait, do you think I was gonna say between Lilo and Stitch?
Yep.
No, between what was the alien who said he's a Samoan when people kept asking him and Lilo and Stitch characters just their relationship, because they were literally a couple on Earth, and they never really unconfirmed it.
Yeah.
between Captain Gontu and Pleaky. Let's just say, like, come on, look at it. The tough salt and the softy.
And also they did cross dress a lot.
Or no, it was Jumba and Pleaky.
Yeah.
Pleaky.
Pleakley cross dressed a lot. So clearly there's something
David,
there.
Coena, and Nani.
Exactly. So clearly there's something there.
That was supposed to be official, but it never really happened for the most part. It was mostly like a support system.
Mainly just because there was no time.
And also, like, literally a support system because they were being CPS'd repeatedly because it was like an older sister trying to look after her younger sister.
Yeah.
So the relationship didn't have enough opportunity in the story. But yeah, I don't know where you were. I don't know what you were trying to say with me, dude. I was.
Yeah. Okay, so wrapping up this category, what would you say is your favorite unofficial couple?
For my favorite unofficial.
Favorite unofficial couple.
I just wrote it down. Wait, what? I just. Oh yeah, Poe and Finn.
Poe and Finn is your favorite?
Absolutely, because I say it's. I argue it is unofficial because it was never fleshed out.
Yeah.
Like, missed opportunity, 100%, that everyone expected to see.
I can see that. I think. I keep saying this. Finn should have been the main character.
Mm-hmm. Or at least just the second most main.
No, I think he should have been the main character. I think he should have been the new Luke.
Yeah.
The new Luke, but unlike Rey, he actually came from nothing. He was just a stormtrooper who just so happens to be force sensitive.
He came from worse than nothing. He came from
He came from literally nothing.
destruction.
No family.
Nothing,
whatsoever.
and then suffering from the destruction that imposes on others. So it wasn't just him suffering by himself. Rey was suffering by herself. Her existence wasn't threatening others. His existence under First Order was literally threatening others, and he was pulled from that dark space that he didn't know was bad because he was raised by it.
Exactly.
And just
for an anti-unofficial couple, Anakin and Sand.
Django and purple lightsaber. Django and Mace Windu, there was some tension in the 5 second. Well, like when they were locking eyes when he had his lightsaber. He's like, I don't want to do this, honestly. Like, come on, think about it.
Coleman Trevor and the Ground.
Coleman Trevor and a West Star blaster. This idiot was doing so well on the ground fighting, and he steps in front of Jedi. Bong, he's gone. Sorry. He was a master Jedi too, but yeah.
So
Anakin Padme's a trash relationship. Just saying.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that's a trash relationship.
Thank you.
I'm not.
Leia's better than
the
Padme.
relationship is trash. I think Padme is better
As a character,
as a character.
Leia's better than Padme as characters. That's my argument. But this is a love story. This is
a love story.
This is a love story.
This is a love story. So my favorite unofficial couple is Kate Kane and Cara Danvers. Why weren't they together?
KK Karkar. That's there.
KK Karkar. Why weren't they together? That would have been perfect. All right, so
We got through all the polls.
nope. We got one more. We got one more poll left because we got one more category left.
The I can fix him. Sorry, I just got the I can fix him dichotomy.
So now we're gonna go on to crossover relationships.
Ooh.
The characters who we think who are from different universes, different franchises entirely, who we believe we could play matchmakers with.
Ooh, this will be tough.
Exactly. So, while I don't think Audrey sent in anything, Lexi sent in quite a few things.
Oh boy.
All right, so here we go. We got Flynn Rider and Elsa.
Flynn Rider from
Tangled.
Tron? Oh.
Tank-
Why
What?
did I was thinking Flynn from Tron. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I was like, I
no.
guess that could work. I guess.
I don't see Flynn and Elsa together.
Nah,
He's
probably
a bit too full of himself.
not.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like he would get his hands like chopped off with an ice blade from her. she,
I'm
like,
convinced. I'm convinced she stole this one from me because I think this one could work. Deadpool and Harley Quinn.
I feel
She stole that one from me. I'm convinced.
they would play Russian roulette at the dinner table in like a public restaurant.
Exactly. Because I think it's mainly the fact that in terms of movies, Deadpool and Birds of Prey were so similar that we instantly think, oh, of course they would work together. There's also Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon and Merida from Brave, which, yeah.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
I feel like they would just love axe throwing together. You know.
Jack Frost from Rise of the Guardians and Rapunzel from Tangled. Yeah, sure, I can see it.
Maybe.
I can see
Maybe.
it more than Flynn Rider and Elsa. I'm not gonna lie. There's also Buffy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Dean from Supernatural, which I think could work, but I've never seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer to really 100% get down on this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rapunzel and Belle.
Rapunzel and Belle.
Rapunzel and Belle. I can see it. They're both sort of bookworms.
Mm-hmm.
Belle's definitely the more bookwormish, but Rapunzel's curious. Meg from Hercules and Esmeralda from Hunchback, which I can safely say yes. That works. There's also Valkyrie from Thor and Wonder Woman, which, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a strong power couple. Quite literally, like strongest.
yeah. Gemma from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Charlie from Supernatural. You don't know either of these characters.
Sorry.
Yeah, I do, and I can say, maybe.
Have you ever seen a Leica movie, Coraline or Paranorman?
Nope.
Well, the two characters, Coraline and Paranorman, could be a possible one.
There's also Styles from Teen Wolf and Hermione, but I've never seen Teen Wolf, so I have no frame of reference.
Mm.
Once again, another Teen Wolf one. Lita Martin and Peter Parker. Which, okay. Oh! Carol Danvers and Lois Lane.
That could
Now-
work. That could
Yeah.
work. Lois Lane
Carol would
have
be
a private time and be like, I have to stop saving you. There are bigger threats. You cannot keep
Especially-
getting stuck in this stuff.
Especially if we're talking Lois Lane from
gives her a beeper.
Lois Lane from Superman the animated series. Like that snarky Lois Lane. Best Lois Lane. That was the best Lois Lane.
Nah, for me, the best was the I want to say 1930s or 50s, the old Superman. He had the Kingdom Come logo before it was Kingdom
I'm
Come.
talking Lois Lane.
Yeah, I'm saying in the old, like,
You think that had the best Lois Lane?
she could fight in that. And this was like old.
Huh.
Like the Warner Brothers themselves helped storyboard it.
Oh, she also said Bellatrix Lestrange and Morticia Adams. Yes, I can see that.
From me, another one.
But
that's pretty popular.
there's one more that I think that I love. The TARDIS and the Magic School Bus. That is the best one. Out of all of them, that is the best one.
I feel like the Magic School Bus is a more stable TARDIS than the TARDIS.
Absolutely.
Like, it's more-
Absolutely, but it's not the TARDIS's fault that the Doctor keeps exploding in it.
And also, the Magic School Bus has constant upkeep.
Oh, well, we're on the subject of the Doctor.
Oh wait, what about the Fritz and the Doctor?
While we're on the subject of the Doctor,
Mhm.
Jodie Whittaker's pregnant.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, congrats to her.
Congratulations. But I was saying, Mrs. Fritz and the Doctor, they would be doing math competitively.
I feel like Mrs. Fritz is just River Sung.
I don't know. I feel like her and the Doctor though. That would be really cool, wouldn't that?
Absolutely, and that's why I feel like Mrs. Frizzle is just River Sung. Just in hiding.
They're both frizzles too. Like,
Exactly.
they both have the same
Exactly.
features and personality.
Exactly. She's just River Sung in hiding.
You haven't seen Steven Universe?
Nope.
Have you? You haven't seen a lot of Adventure Time?
Nope.
For everyone at home, Pearl and Ice King. That's not bad as like a imaginary one, like literally from fans. But I'm not sure how well that would work for the most part. I'm literally going down an internet list, and I'm like, how bad is it? How horrible? Oh wow, there are some bads in this. Some of these are locked off too, just for like the characters themselves. A lot of Steven Universe ones. I'm trying to find more like open ships for like crossovers. So sorry if mine's a little bit dry. I feel like I could only get the best officials.
I have one of my crossover ship that when I told Audrey this as an example, she instantly said, "Yes, I can see it right away." Goku and Korra.
Yeah, actually,
I think they would be an amazing couple.
it has to be one of those crossovers where everyone's like level in power, which I feel like.
Well, even then, Avatar State versus pretty much any Super Saiyan would be equal in power.
Yeah, actually, I feel like Avatar State isn't that weak because it's literally like telekinesis too. It's not just
It is
strength boost.
It is the combined knowledge and power of every single avatar, which means it is the most creative that an avatar can get with their bending abilities.
I'm trying to see. Wait, who would Whis go well with from Dragon Ball Super?
I don't know. Yeah, and I know who you're talking about.
I'm trying to think. Whis and
Death from Supernatural.
Whis and Invader Zim. that's horrible. No, the tallest. Whis and the tallest.
Me. I was the turkey all along.
Did you watch Invader Zim?
I loved Invaders.
Okay, just checking because there's some stuff you might have missed. I'm not sure.
Everything tastes like bacon.
Moose, self-destruct. And it just squeaks. Any more? There's not a lot of like.
Come on, think of a crossover one.
All of these ones are horrible that I'm looking at, and most of them are unacceptable. I'm sorry.
Are you saying that because one of them's Lemon Drop?
Wait, you mean Lemon Grab?
Lemon Grab, sorry.
Wait, Lemon Grab and oh, there's got to be a good one for that. Actually, you got my brain brewing. Who would
Lemon Grab and I just got it.
Who?
Lemon Grab and
Beerus.
No, what?
Lemon Grab and
No,
Beerus.
I'm trying to think. What's her name? Lemon Grab and Umbridge from Harry Potter. You haven't seen her yet, but I just need to get this on air and need to get it on record. They would be the ultimate dictatorship couple.
Lemon Grab and Beerus. I still think they would just like dungeon or explode. Why not both? Man, the internet's bad right now in these ships. Here's crossover ships. Come on. Don't give me anything weird. Oh, it gave me something weird. I don't know why I expected better from you. This is terrible. A lot of these are like game references that I don't know.
I need to.
Maybe my shit. I
want to share something about Legend of Korra that most people don't know.
Let's hear it.
Originally, the title was not going to be Legend of Korra. It was going to be some sort of Avatar sequel sort of thing. But this was because the creators didn't know if the title would test well with a boy audience. When they showed an audience of kids the first couple episodes, they got the response. The boys didn't care. Korra was awesome. That restored when I heard that gave me hope in humanity.
The what?
Did you hear a word I just said?
No, I missed out on what was the good response from.
When the test audience of kids saw the first couple episodes, the boys responded with, they didn't care that the show was called Legend of Korra. Korra was a great character.
I thought you meant the boys the show. I was so confused. I'm sorry. I really like when I first heard you. Sorry. That's a good response though, because the strong female lead works with any audience if you just show it to them.
Exactly. All right. Sorry, what?
And then with that though, I just got the message: himbo and power woman combo. It's once again, I'd say my theory is solid. All of the best relationships are formed by, big dopey guy and strong female lead, or dopey male lead and strong female character. Trying to name me one where it doesn't work. Official, unofficial, whatever. Exactly.
I'm trying to think.
Han and Leia, Hal and Lois, Beast Boy and Raven, Cosmo and Wanda.
Oh my god.
Right? You can't think of it, right? There's no.
I mean, wow.
I can see. I think I broke. I like broke your ankles right there. Indy and Mariam even. Indy tried to use a fridge to stop a nuke or to defend himself from a nuke.
And he did.
He's an archaeology major, doesn't know the effects of nukes. Bro, that's like that. Read your notes. You know it. You know a fridge won't stop that normally, and then he survived, just inevitably. But yeah, so far, I'd say a lot of these are the least toxic possible, especially with our exploration of the good, the bad, and the ugly. Which I already made a cowboy reference with Red Dead because I can't think of a good cow. What is a good cowboy one? Like, love in cowboy movies is usually solid. Trying to think. What's a good ship from Rango? Who would he get along with multiverse wise? Frog Lady from The Mandalorian. Rango and the Frog Lady from Mandalorian. There you go.
No, she got her couple. She got her husband.
And Rango had a girlfriend. Anyway.
The frog people from Mandalorian, they deserved each other.
Mm-hmm.
Them reuniting made me happy.
Yeah, they.
Who would Mando go well with? Let's matchmake Mando.
Matchmake Mando. Oh.
Yeah,
with anyone in Star Wars, really, like during his time.
Anyone in Star Wars? Who do we think he would go well with?
Do you think it was supposed to be Cara Dune? Do you think it could? It might have supposed to be. You know,
I feel like they were gonna. I feel like
the strong silent type and the strong loud type.
I feel like they were gonna bring in a love interest for Cara Dune at some point, and it was going to be a girl. Oh no, I can't say.
Someone's so stupid. A certain assistant who we all hate and expect to die in something. I'm not going to say anything else. Just like some. Oh wait, no, we already got that. Never mind. But yeah, who would Cara Dune go with?
We're trying to ship Mando here.
I know. It's like, go with Mando. Who in Mando? I don't think relationships would have formed as well in Mando.
I mean, we already got one in. I mean, we already got a ship in Mando. No, we already got a ship in Book of Boba Fett,
and it works. I hate to say it, it works.
Boba and Fennec.
That's not it. That's a ship.
I ship them. Yeah,
that's in Mandalorian season 2, though. Also.
Yeah, but it's more fleshed out in Book of Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think also. Other than that, though, what's his name? Mando and who did I just say? Girl wise.
Mando's like too stoic. Mando's. Oh no, he's not stoic. Look at him whenever he's with Grogu. That's not a stoic man.
That is a single father. Please pay for his gas, pay for his meal. He is a single father.
That is a man who just wants his boy back.
And lost his Honda Civic in a car crash. Well, not a car crash, more like a hit and run. A hit and run from the Empire. But yeah, Mando and Luke. I think they had some that eye contact was like
eye contact was a person staring into the eyes of a blank piece of computer.
Green screen.
Exactly.
No, there was a stand-in and Mark Hamill was there, actually.
Exactly, but nothing to the extent of what we see later on.
Maybe Ahsoka. Maybe. Although I think, wouldn't she be a little bit older than him?
Yeah, because
not that much.
I'm pretty sure Clone Wars, he was like a little kid and she was in her late teens.
At that point, we don't know though, because Death Watch was still pretty new. They didn't look...
Yeah, but at the same time,
she was.
I'm gonna get Star Wars nerd on you. We saw the droid gunships in the Mandalorian flashback, and we didn't see those until the later years of the Clone Wars.
So Ahsoka was way older at that point?
Yep.
Okay. How many years older, though? Because I feel like that wasn't as bad. I
feel like at that point she was probably 15, 16?
And he could have been 13 at most?
Nope. Not even most. He didn't...
Was he much younger than I remember?
He was much younger.
But Anakin and Padme... But Anakin and Pat... It's a love story. And it's so messed up.
I can find where the mouse is, I'll show you. Where's the mouse?
So
Where is it?
he was probably like the same age Boba was in episode 2, like close to that, like a kid.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you Mando kid. Wow.
The Mando Kid Chinese Learning Center.
Wow. Did not expect that.
Young Mando.
Young.
Oh yeah, never mind. I don't know why I thought he looked older when I first saw it. So he's probably he's probably a little bit younger than Boba was when we first saw him in episode 2.
My guess is he's 6.
6? Oh,
My guess is 6.
Never mind. I wasn't sure of how close they were in age. If it was that early on, 'cause Ahsoka was probably like however old when we the youngest we saw her was like 9 or 6.
Nope. 13.
No, youngest.
Oh,
like
youngest.
when Plo Koon saw her.
Not even that. Like 2, 3.
Yeah, she was a toddler at that point.
Yeah.
Which that was like years earlier. That was pre Clone Wars. That was when Anakin was being trained by Obi-Wan. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'm just making sure the time lines up because some of this stuff, I feel like for some people, I placed them at a younger age.
Yeah, but
because BBY is before the battle. If you have, dude, that's like
why is that? Yeah, why? I've never understood that for Star Wars. Why is it Why is it before the Battle of Yavin? Like,
why couldn't you do like before Order 66?
No, it should have been like should have been like Old Republic or I don't know, something that didn't involve the turn of a millennia being a battle in the middle of a war.
In the middle of our love story.
In the middle of a war.
In the middle of our love story episode.
Exactly.
As we accidentally got into an age and war argument.
But
we are struggling, dude.
Who could Mando go?
Who matchmake this man? I don't know. I think he's a single father. The only person he's really connected with are Bo-Katan, kind of too feisty. Like he's a.
I do love Bo-Katan though. Bo-Katan is awesome.
I think I ship him with the Way, dude. Sorry.
This is the way. He's introducing everyone to it.
I mean, that Bantha fodder. That's all I'm gonna say.
And I'm gonna Book of Boba Fett spoilers for season finale in 10 seconds.
In 10 seconds?
In 10 seconds, just for extra time.
Oh, someone I know hasn't seen it though, and I don't want to mess it up.
We're gonna give him 10 seconds.
10,
9,
8,
7,
spoilers,
5,
4,
3,
spoilers,
1.
You were warned.
All right. I think Mando and Boba.
Really? Are they? How close are they in age? Because Bo-Katan's older than Boba at this point.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Bo-Katan was older than Ahsoka.
But at the same time, the conversation that they had in the bar, like I'm going to die for you, I'm going to die with you, and we're going to have our last stand. We barely know each other, but this is the way. I'm like,
I feel like Boba always had the option to get with like someone, especially throughout like the original trilogy.
Jabba's palace. He was flirting with a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, I mean,
in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, he was like absolutely like he was in it, dude. But by this point, he seems like not interested as much because even Fennec is just more like a partner to him.
Exactly.
But Mando, it's like they bonded.
Yeah.
And there was like long eye contact, not just I'm trying to see your face in the mask or what your mannerisms are.
Actually, no. I just realized an actual unofficial couple, Cad Bane and hats.
Cad Bane and headwear, including a head plate.
Or the Pikes and Spice.
Cobb Vanth and Freetown. All right. Spoiler discussion. Cut.
Yeah. Over.
All right, you can come back. Come back, please.
Come back.
Baby, come back. I feel like a lot of movies with Harrison Ford in them.
Oh, wait a minute. I just realized an unofficial couple.
Let's hear it.
I'm blanking on Kate Bishop and Yelena.
And Yelena from
Kate Bishop from Hawkeye and Yelena from Black Widow.
Gotcha. I I'm a little
They're adorable
stumped.
together.
Does Hawkeye get better as it goes on?
Yes.
Okay. Is it just really slow
Everyone
and-
says yes.
Is it like slow?
The
and
first two
cramped?
episodes are the worst.
All right, because I got like so
Yeah, the first
advertised. It
yeah,
turned into
first
an
two
ad.
episodes are awful. Then you get to the good episodes.
Okay. Okay.
Everyone agrees. I've not come across a single person who said that the first two episodes are the best.
Gotcha. All right. And
But
those are. I feel like that's it for a lot of the good unofficial ships that we've had. With my number one being Finn and Poe, and yours being
my number one being Supergirl and Batwoman.
yeah. And I'd say the problem with a lot of this is there are bad ships objectively. Some of them include horrific.
Need we
scenarios
mention Jack Frost and Elsa?
because they would be related?
No, just because Tumblr ruined it. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like Tumblr can create a lot of weird, messed up, especially age regarding and like world wise, depending on like the context of it. That's why I think that's why it's such a struggle for it, is like you don't know how to properly express. Do you not know the difference between a good bond and a good relationship, like a good loving relationship, like romantic relationship, and a good these characters bond? I feel like it's hard to establish a line between that. And then we have so many good official ones where there's no toxicity and the story doesn't kill their romance. It doesn't make it like, oh, it's actually kind of sad when they got together because it's just kind of a trauma bond. And then for someone it's like, oh, wow, they really bonded over this horrible thing. And actually they just work out well with each other.
I mean, in many ways, I think the worst relationship, the most overrated relationship, in my opinion, is Ross and Rachel from Friends. That is the most toxic relationship.
Toxic, overrated,
Because
overplayed.
they just break up, get back together, break up, get back together, break up, get back together.
And then
And in the finale, they get back together, and I guarantee you, a week later, they will break up.
You know,
Guarantee it.
You know why this would also be a funny Halloween episode? Because
Because relationships are horrific to people with commitment issues.
no, because the worst relationships become couples costumes. The worst possible ones.
But to be fair, the blow has lessened for me because the Try Guys have made multiple videos about that.
About couples costumes?
About couples costumes, making fun of it, and they're hilarious.
Good, because some of it needs to be like addressed. Like, this is not acceptable. You had so many better options. You could have just chosen like the stereotypical one. But for a lot of ships, which ships are funny as couples costumes, but they better be good ships.
This earlier Halloween, like this past Halloween, what was your original costume supposed to be?
What I wanted was Boba and Fennec.
Exactly.
It's a really good couples costume.
Exactly.
Like, it's also not aggressively trying to establish, oh yeah, they're definitely a thing. And it's like, they could be. It's kind of open to interpretation. Like, that's the best thing to say.
And also, as we're wrapping things up, considering the fact that only our true listeners are listening right now
Because they,
stuck around for over an hour and a half listening to this.
and through the spoiler chat.
Exactly. The true fans are listening into this. I think we should say celebrity crushes, since it's Valentine's Day episode.
Okay.
Celebrity crushes. Why not? What are some of yours?
I pretty much already established it.
Yeah, you kind of already did, but we can go back to it.
Karen, what is her last name?
Gillian.
Karen Gillian. It's pretty much my longest celebrity crush, I'd say.
Yeah. Why so?
'Cause it's Karen Gillian. I don't know. What do you want me to say? Because I liked her as Nebula in Guardians. That's
a valid reason.
Although when she did have hair in What If, it looked a little bit better because like, oh, that's actually kind of cool looking. But yeah, she's like, I only really have one, I guess. I never really thought about it.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Also, one other ship that's like technically official.
Yeah.
It's on and off official because sometimes, oh yeah, it's kind of another game one, Link and Zelda, because that was our couple's costume last year.
It all depends which which Zelda and which Link, right?
Yeah,
because
'cause it's-
sometimes it can be like brother and sister.
No.
Really?
It's usually always I'm your guard and you're my like princess, because he's always a royal guard technically. And when he's not a royal guard, he's just a kid who knows her, and they bond over the fact that they both have a triangle on their hand that was like shot at them from space from a god. That sounds really weird.
Yeah,
Actually.
it does.
No, it's literally like the Triforce.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, each of them. It's like the one of power, the one of wisdom, and the one of strength. I want to say will, power, strength. It's like if there was only 3 lantern rings, and the villain always gets the 3rd Triforce usually.
So for my celebrity crush, I got a couple choices. There's obviously Florence Pugh, because recently she's just amazing. Mm-hmm. Have you ever watched her cooking stories on Instagram?
I have not.
Cooking with Flo. Adorable. Love every minute of it. There's also Haley Steinfeld. But I think my absolute celebrity crush is Emilia Clarke. She was Daenerys in Game of Thrones. She was Sarah Connor in Terminator Genesis, and she's going to be.
Does she have giant eyes?
Yes. She had.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the other one.
She had white hair in Game of Thrones.
No, I'm thinking of the other girl.
Oh.
I think. Yeah.
She's going to be in the new Secret Wars show. In the new Marvel Secret Wars show.
In the Secret Wars with the what are the
with Nick Fury.
What are
the Skrulls?
The Skrulls.
Yeah, she's going to be in that show.
I always think scroll like paper scroll.
And
she's going to be in that?
Yeah.
That's cool. Who's she going to be?
I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Something about her is just very welcoming. Like, I saw this one interview with her where she was clearly in a rush, but the interviewer just kept wanting to talk to her, get more footage, and then the interviewer completely in a rush. Emilia Clarke is completely in a rush, clearly trying to get out of there as quickly as possible. The interviewer asks her, "You look so good. Who does your makeup? Who does your makeup, or something like that?" Mm-hmm. And in a complete rush, she responds as hilariously as she possibly can, "Hair and makeup people to make you look good." And then she laughs it off and then leaves.
That's adorable.
Something about her, man.
That's actually nice.
Yeah. Personality-wise, she seems like a great person, and she is extremely tough. She went through 2 aneurysms while on Game of Thrones.
Wow.
Exactly.
Now, the first thing I think of with Game of Thrones, it's in my hand.
Starbucks cup.
That's all I can think of at first when I'm like, oh yeah, the
I don't know whether, because it was in between them, I don't know whether that's the fault of Emilia Clarke or Kit Harington. I don't know whose cup that was, because it was in between them.
You think it was just a set crew person?
It couldn't have been, because it was probably like in between takes, one of them was drinking the Starbucks, and then suddenly, like, 3, 2, 1, action.
The plot thickens. You think is
The
it
plot
edited
thickens,
out, or
just
is
like
it
the
still
phone.
there
I think it was edited out, but
for like the digital release?
yeah, but that I didn't notice the first time I saw it.
Amazing that no one caught that. But yeah,
A lot of people caught it. I didn't catch it because I was just
in the scene.
I was just in the scene. All of my favorite characters were interacting with each other, man. I wasn't looking at the table.
So for me, Karen Gilligan, for you, Emilia Clarke.
Yes.
Those are ours.
Yeah. So we discussed our favorites, our favorite official couples. We discussed our favorite unofficial couples, and we discussed our favorite crossover couples.
And like writers confirmed, like couples and ships.
Exactly.
Or ones that were supposed to be, couldn't be, did but didn't,
Exactly. And
the good, the bad.
And exclusively for you fine people who stuck around with us for over an hour and a half, you got to hear our celebrity crushes.
And our love story.
Yeah.
The love story.
Exactly. So with that out of the way, let's get to Fortune Cookie time. For those of you who don't know, Dalton and I love to go to one of our favorite Chinese food joints, Peking House, before doing this. And as is the case with every American Chinese food joint, they gave us fortune cookies. And instead of just reading the fortunes by ourselves, we decided to share them with you while adding our own little zingers at the very end. So, Dalton, for today, what should our ending zinger be for our fortunes? While you are chewing.
Let me see.
For our ending zingers.
Oh my, and I ship it. Please, can we make it?
And I ship it?
I have such a good one. Oh my god.
Okay, go for it.
A ship in harbor is safe, but that's not why ships are built. And I ship it. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh
that is the perfect one for this one.
For a shipping episode, that's perfect.
Be considerate of your teachers and ship it. Yeah.
That's how you get an A+. No, in your movies class that makes sense because you're talking about the ships in that. If you talk about building romantic stories in that, or you talk about rom-coms. Do you watch a lot of rom-coms?
I've been growing into it. I mean, I'm going to see Marry Me. That's coming out this weekend.
Younger me probably didn't like him because I didn't find him funny. So I didn't like the romance.
You want a good rom-com to get you into rom-coms?
Sure.
Long Shot with Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron. I love that movie. It is so underrated.
All right. I'll try to catch it.
It's actually hilarious, and they actually have great chemistry with each other.
Sweet. Just an untouched thing. I'm like, maybe I like it. Maybe I'll like it. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it got me into rom-coms, so it got me loosened up to like, okay, maybe rom-coms is a legitimate genre. So, with that said, next time on Real Wreckers, because of Uncharted's new movie coming out next Friday, we are going to be looking at the past video game movies, or should we say the past attempts at making good video game movies.
And also, I guess, with the release of Sonic 2, because I need to watch Sonic 1, I guess. I've been told it's a kid's movie, like, kids enjoy it.
I can tell you it sucks.
But if you were, like, a kid who really liked Sonic, and you just saw him in high detail on a big screen, it'd be exciting.
I still think it sucks. They took Sonic out of his environment.
Well, I think in the games he actually does go in the human world. So, but next time we go into video game movies and how to actually adapt one.
We're going to video game movies. We're going to what went wrong with them, and we're going into how they can adapt them. And with that said, we're going to say which video games we think could make the best movies if adapted well.
And how to actually adapt. Yeah, how to actually adapt 20 hours often of like playing to 2 hours of viewing. Like
exactly,
piece by piece.
Especially when nowadays most video games have their own story modes, which essentially are just their own movies.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of them play like movies, only you make it go, you make it move.
Exactly. Look at Red Dead Redemption. Look at Halo, which is getting its own series. Look at Detroit Become Human. Mm-hmm. Look at just a whole bunch of modern
Telltales.
Yeah, especially Telltales.
Yeah. Even some shooter game cutscenes actually can be like, what is the word? Like they can progress story if it was adapted to just a movie. Instead of like a game as the next entry, a movie could actually be one of the points. I have a really good example for that next week. So we're going to get right into that next time on Real Wreckers.
Exactly. So we're going to get into that next week. Make sure to follow us on our Instagram at Real Wreckers. That is REEL_RECKERS.
I got a bunch of ideas swirling. And our TikTok at Real Wreckers. That's REELRECKERS to stay up to date on all our polls and for a shot at a shout out next time.
Until then, I'm Billy.
And I'm Dalton.
And you can consider this real wrecked.
And I ship it.